That happens like that. What? You had a question? Don't eat so much. No. You know what I wanted to do so much when I grew up? I couldn't wait to get older to do. It wasn't to drive. It's to eat cereal when I wanted to. I couldn't wait to get older so I could just eat cereal. Because when you grow up on food stamps, you only got a certain amount of books of food stamps that come. So we only ate certain things during a certain day. So on Saturday or Sunday, you can eat your cereal. Monday and Friday, you can't touch no cereal. You go eat at school. So I couldn't wait. I can't wait till I get older so I go eat me some cereal when I want to. Now my doctor say don't eat so much cereal. It's too sweet. But the best advice, though, it wasn't because don't eat so much. It's just said to understand, this is the best advice right here. Rejoice when you go through trials of many kind. Because trials help perfect your faith, helps perfect perseverance, will you not be lacking anything. That's the best advice I've got. Rejoice. I actually, at times, are thankful that I've gone through certain things. Because now I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like to lose. I remember I tried to claim bankruptcy one time. They said, you can't do it. You made too much money. But I'm broke right now. I mean, how can I? So-and-so did bankruptcy 2 or 3 times. But I'm glad I got to get rejected from doing it, because now it worked out for something else different too. But I just learned to rejoice when you go through trials of many kind, because it perfects your faith. Will you not be lacking anything? What else? Ask any question about it, about life. What's it like after school? What's it like when you go out here and actually have to pay some bills? What's Sally Mae talking about? Go ahead.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm a first year. I'm just wondering, if you go back to your first year of college and tell yourself one thing, what would you tell me?
Don't go to work.
Stay in school.
Stay in school. Like we realize so much, or think about so much outside of school. Time. The importance of time. This time when being in school is the best time of your life where you really need to focus on being a student. When you really need to be involved. I'm going to get to the athlete part. There's the athlete. But being focused on being a student, being focused on being an athlete, enjoying the people that you're around, because we get distracted. So I want to encourage you guys to avoid distractions as much as possible. How you do that, Troy? Stay away from it. Just stay away from anything that's not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Who you surround yourself with is going to play a key part in your life. That's why relationships matter. If you find out what other people think and do, you can associate yourself with those type of people. If you do shot put, you do all those type of things, you build with the shot put and everyone else around you. But you start realizing that I don't really need to be a part of any other distractions that's not going to keep me focused on my task at hand. So as a first year, I would just concentrate on school and be an athlete, like you said. Does that make sense for you? Somebody raise hand. I thought somebody. Go ahead. What you about to say, Coach?
I have a question. So you talk a lot about being completely different from what your upbringing is and what statistics. You know, it's easy to say, look at me now.
Yeah.
But how did you combat when people try to remind you who you used to be or who you're supposed to be? Even when you knew you were kind of surpassing it and having some success or laying some foundation, but when something comes back up to try to remind you.
Yeah, what you would.
When you were left.
They did that to Jesus too.
Yeah, they did.
Well, you know what, I'm not going to go there. Don't report me. Don't cancel me. But like seriously, they did the same. Ain't you Joseph and them son? That's your. Ain't Pete your daddy? 17 kids. You ain't supposed to be doing nothing X, Y. And I'm actually thankful at times that those people are back to remind me, because sometimes I can forget. Sometimes I can forget where I come from. When I got someone cutting my grass and cleaning my house and all that. But you know what, too? When you think about it, everything is all about a thought process. I always grew up in a gated community. Let me tell y'all what they laughing about. I always grew up in a gated community because the projects I grew up in had gates around it, and I had to pay for it. It was free. Let me tell you something else. And this is what I tell these people, because you're right. You're right, Jeff. I always grew up in a gated community.
Yeah.
Somebody always cut my grass. My toilet ain't working. Come fix it. In the projects, the superintendent come in there and fix the toilet. The stuff that I actually go pay you hundreds of thousands for, I was getting for free. Had a swimming pool. Yeah, you too. Had a community swimming pool. We go swim whenever you want. So I had to realize it's all about how you think about things. I've always grew up around a community of gated community, man. That's how I grew up, baby. But when someone comes around me to remind me, I'm thankful for them at times, because sometimes I can easily forget. I can forget when I used to look at the police in my review all the time. I grew up when, I tell you, having a Chevy Caprice was a thing. Y'all don't even know what a Chevy Caprice is. A box Chevy. I grew up with visions very quick, like a vision. This car can be rusted out, terrible, and I just couldn't wait to put some rims on it, put some music in the car, and all that stuff. Now, if somebody riding by with loud music in their car, loud pipes, ugh. I used to like that. So sometimes you got to remember, when you go back where you come. I like going home sometime and look around and say, this is where you come from. Don't forget that.